Hey guys, and welcome to Car Expo Oslo 2024, and in this video we are taking a look at the brand new Zeekr X. This is a very exciting car. First off, because Zeekr are launching in Norway this year in 2024, but also we have seen this car before. I've test driven a version of this car because underneath this is closely related to the smart #1 and also the new Volvo EX30. And in today's video, we'll take a look at the exterior and the interior to see how it is similar and also how it is different from those two cars. Okay, so let's start off looking at the exterior. And as you guys can see, this is the Zeekr name here. We also have the Zeekr brand, which is quite interesting. And from the front, this is completely different to those two other cars, the smart #1 and also the Volvo EX30. This looks nothing like those cars. So we have some, where do we have the actual, oh, if you come closer here, these are the headlights. They're completely blacked out almost, it's hard to see. And then we have some DRLs here, pretty cool design. And then we have some black details. I really like this color. It's not white, it's kind of like off-white, like beige, but not completely beige. I think it's not white, maybe it's white, but in this light, it looks a little bit beige. I may be mistaken. So if we walk around to the side here, we do have these really cool, like more traditional wheels. Today in 2024, we're seeing a lot of cars with aero wheels. These don't seem to be aero at all, and I do like them. These are like more traditional multi-spoke wheels, really cool. So black detailing around the fender here, where we have black painted plastic. That looks really nice. And we also have black wing mirrors, and then the black roof also. This is really cool, actually, the way this looks. And I really do like this almost like a Stormtrooper vibe, black, white. I think it looks really cool. You also have these creases and edges that just go across the body. It just looks really, really interesting. And if you come a little bit closer here, you can take a look at these wing mirrors. They are very familiar. These are the same we will find on a Polestar, and that is because Geely, who owns Polestar, also owns the Zeekr brand. That is very interesting. Also, you have this design here, kind of a little bit like Volvo-esque in the way this kicks up here at the C-pillar. And then, is this a piece of glass? This is a piece of plastic. So basically, there's no D-pillar. This is just one C-pillar. So it's a little bit tight here, but let's move around here and see if we can take a look at the rear end. This is very different to a lot of other cars we've seen here. So you have Zeekr here. These bold letters, that is really cool. I'm not sure if that illuminates, but I'm pretty sure actually that lights up once the ignition is on and the exterior lights are on the car. And then you have the rear view camera here. You have more of that black detailing. And I'm not sure, is this white or is this beige? I'm not quite sure. I can't see what color it is. So let's take a look at the trunk. This is a quite small car. As I said, it is related to those other two cars, but I think this is the biggest of the bunch with a longer wheelbase and also a longer overall length. So we have the trunk here. I mean, this is a very small car, so not the biggest trunk, but I think this is bigger than what we find in those other two cars. And then we also have a little bit of underfloor storage. If you take a look here, this is actually pretty practical. So let's walk around and see if this car actually has a frunk. This button looks similar to what we would find in maybe a Polestar. I think so. My camera lady's nodding. She has a Polestar too, so she's like, yeah, that's what we find in a Polestar. Oh, okay, look at that. So this looks, if you come closer here, these are some really interesting door handles because the piece of plastic here that covers the door actually folds into the bodywork, and then you just put your hand there, and then there's a sensor that just pops out. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Frameless doors. That's nice. And the sound, let's see if my mic can catch that. Yeah, that sounds really solid. Let's check the rear doors. Do we have also, yeah, frameless windows there? Oh, really nice. So let's take a look if we can find the lever to the front, and we can. 1, 2. And then let's see if there's a latch here, or if it just opens. That's perfect. Okay, so this has to be, I mean, at least it has a frunk for your cables, and maybe if you're lucky, like just a bag of washer fluid. You have the washer fluid here. If they made it a little bit bigger, I would probably just have washer fluid here in winter. But I mean, barely the cables just like almost fit. Yeah. Okay, inside the Zeekr X. Okay, power operated seats, and this is very different to the Volvo EX30. They have a yellow one here that I'm probably going to make a video on, which is really nice with the wool interior. And I got to take a look at that, and the interior design of that car, the materials and also the seat fabrics are very different. So this is kind of like an interesting question. Where does the Zeekr brand position in the Geely lineup of brands? So you have Lotus up top, you have Polestar somewhere, you also have Volvo, you have Zeekr, and maybe some lesser brands. Where do all of these brands position, compared to each other? I think Zeekr is supposed to be lower than Volvo, but from this interior here, this is anything but cheap. This is anything but custom. Everything from these anodized, details of, oh, that's a coat hanger. That's really nice. All of these details here, the ambient lighting. Take a look at this. Really nice details. And also you have the speaker. If I can grab the camera here, you can see those speaker grills there. Everything just looks really nice and high quality. You have a Yamaha sound system. I haven't seen that in any car. And you have all of these really nice details. First touch, I mean, of course, down low, you do have cheap touch plastics, but everything else just feels really nice. And I don't actually think this is leather. I think this is what Volvo call Nordico. This though, this feels like proper Napa leather. This is really nice. And also take a look at the seat details here. Like the seat design with these, bronze anodized details. Probably just plastic, but it looks really high quality and interesting. You have a cup holder here. You have a little bit of storage. Look at that. That is cool. And then you have, is that a phone charger? This is probably your phone charger there, right? Oh, okay, interesting, cool. And then also you have a little bit of storage here. I was expecting that to be like, oh, it is actually like felt on the inside. But yeah, really nice. You also have a large central display here. You have a gauge cluster in front of the driver. This also looks like what we get in the new Volvos and the Polestar 3. And yeah, the switchgear also here. I think this is the same layout as we find in Volvos, but the quality is just different. Interesting. Can we turn off the blinker? Okay, turn off the blinker. And also look at this ambient lighting. Is that lit up? I think that's, yeah, a little bit of purple. Yeah, you take a look at the speaker grill here. It's purple. Interesting. And also this roof. Take a look at this. Point the camera up. This is like microfiber. This is really nice. I mean, come on. Look at these door handles. Look at this. Come on. Okay, I'm just getting more and more impressed by this interior. Take a look at this. That is actually really impressive, the level of quality. And the grab handles, look at these. These are really, really nice. Before we continue this video, I just want to give a huge thanks to Zaptec with their Zaptec Go for sponsoring today's video. The Zaptec Go is a small, cool, and stylish home charger that can charge up to 22 kilowatts and will work with every electric car on the market, including a Tesla. The Zaptec Go is so good, it actually won Best in Test in the Norwegian Automobile Association's test of chargers in 2022. So if you want to support the channel, if you want one of the best chargers on the market, go to the link down below, find your country, click on the link and purchase one from there. Okay, rear seats. And this is the big question, because in the EX30, sitting my seat to my position, I can barely fit behind myself. I'm 5'10", 178 centimeters, maybe 180 centimeters with shoes. So 5'10", 5'11", and I have plenty of knee room. And look at this, a whole bunch of headroom. And take a look at this beautiful, expansive panoramic sunroof. This is huge, this sunroof here. And this roof here, I mean, this is luxury car level. This is so impressive. This is really nice. I'm pretty excited about this product here. But yeah, the only thing about the rear seats is that I don't have a lot of room for my feet, because there's not a lot of room below the front driver. And also you can see here that my knees are pretty high. I feel like I'm sitting on the floor. But other than that, this is a lot more practical than what we get in that Volvo EX30. And we have a nice armrest here. And I like the fact that this is really nice and high quality leather. This feels much more upmarket than the Volvo EX30. Okay guys, so there we go. That was a complete exterior and interior tour of the brand new Zeekr X. And I can't wait to test drive one of these once they are available for test driving, because this is a very interesting product, especially the interior is of impressive high quality. I have not seen a vehicle in this class or at this price point with anything close to the materials and level of details as this Zeekr X. So guys, let me know what you think down below. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.